abusia beda mase ne mama kwa abade maba Ayeka TV so mo sonfo KBS abusia enenso ensema ene de ababato ya apono so no enya asem ketua sesei de backdoor apology bia ekoso no omanfo bi kiremu a oma reject ni nyina enya asem ketua na abusia ye nyina ye wo Ghana ha na Jakpa ene ne boys stormy amanfo fie all in the name say amanfo bia luti oman Ghana fo sika nti omukwa akwajeje na ekwan a even if obi mpo awie oman Ghana sika na una wo sie se okwa akwaje a ewo se at least ofa kwan papa so na wo de kọ ekoje anase wo de kọ na oni nipa na ekodi nkita ho na so hwe yetu abawie ye ekwan a NDC amanyukuo no ene government officials bi ede omo afa so wo oman Ghana mu ha abusua enya de a etwe kura yese obi nam kura no de meka ekoba bia na o makwa akostop nipa no na o magika no chese enioma basa enkoa ena ekoso na Jakpa ena afa to no so asese de ono na ayi nanim a eye enioma saa enioma ya meka ho asem nyina no Jakpa ene ne boys bi ena eye no mudi kan hyase ewo eye Ken Ofuriata the former finance minister omudi kan hyase wo papa no so wa bra Ken Ofuriata ene kisi ejapen enya eye intawantawa bi a kisi ejapen to ne safre Ken Ofuriata eye Jakpa enya adaja na se wo enya time kra edikobora Ken Ofuriata fia enioma omokoye no ho de abusia na ese wani na ese okakire omotowa omonka bi nhemu ena former Bank of Ghana governor enso ni fie Jakpa ene ne boys abawremu ho na abusia eho kra de omokoye ho no na echen de omoko Ken Ofuriata efie omokoye omudi kan CCTV cameras ebo ho a ankebe capture omo ne omo ye nyina no chese omo disconnect ni nyina amanfo bi kiremu a 10,000 Ghana cedis bi a na eda ho Jakpa ene ne boys afa akwa chedi ka na esifie ho a eye Bank of Ghana governor ne dia no eno nso omatam ka ni nyina na no na sesei NPP amanyokuo no eye omo ben eye former Bank of Ghana governor no ede nsem bia ba betutu ho a chese enya asem ketu abusia mense umrepi ensem no chese emu odu ne mu ode yie pa ebe so wonya subscribe ya no abomode anu subscribe to Ayeka TV comment section once wadaroma na wa kire wa adwen na bibia aye kama yakoni ekotie nsem no se bia na ekoso nyina.
Photographs circulating on social media clearly shows signs of destruction and ransacking. Hardly the marks of a lawful and respectful operation. If indeed a court-issued warrant truly existed, why was it not presented to Dr. Addison before or during the raid? Why was brute force used to overpower his private security? Why was the CCTV camera dismantled and taken away? Transparency is a hallmark that ensures lawful enforcement. The failure to follow basic procedure cast doubt on the legality and intent of the operation. No amount of legal contortion or public relations spin can undo the facts. Dr. Addison's home was raided under highly questionable circumstances. If the actions were truly lawful and above board, why did the National Security Coordinator find it necessary to call and apologize to Dr. Addison via the phone of Mr. Jakpa? If there was no wrongdoing with the conduct of the security officers, what exactly was the apology for? And perhaps more importantly, if that apology was authorized, is Mr. Jakpa being entirely honest about what transpired? Attempts to sanitize this action by claiming he had access to legal counsel does not and would not address the fundamental question. Was the raid a necessary and lawful one? Or was it an abuse of power designed to intimidate and humiliate? The minority in Parliament firmly believes it was the latter. The Attorney General is an officer of the court. His interest is to assist the court in dispensing justice. When investigators bring their case and evidence. The poster of the new AG undermines this rule. He is no longer acting as an officer of the court, but is instead acting as someone who has conducted his own inquisition, determined guilt of a suspect, and is seeking to force his view or his views on the courts. The practice undermines the role of the Attorney General and undermines the administration of justice. All well-meaning voices that respect the operation of the rule of law should call on it to an end, and to end it now as we speak. We are asking that all well-meaning voices that respect the operation of the rule of law should call on the Attorney General to put an end to this immediately. The Attorney General is not expected to start off by prejudicing an investigation and in his mind conducting an inquisition on suspects. Since when did we have an Attorney General who himself orders arrest, conducts investigations, and examines his own evidence to determine if a prima facie case is being documented or docketed against a suspect? This is highly improper and leads to bias right from the investigation process. Let the court decide the guilt or innocence of suspects. The new approach where the Attorney General seeks to convict political opponents in the court of public opinion before going to the court of competent jurisdiction is an abomination that should not be countenanced. The courts of Ghana are the only ones that should be allowed to convict or acquit, not the Attorney General. How can you suspect a person who is innocent until proven guilty by a court, not take that person through the court processes, but come to conduct public show of your suspicions, seeking to prejudice the minds against that person? How? This is terrible and a backward step in the growth of our democracy.
Okay.
I sacred Kaweba no best no ko, Weba no better was no ko, and I yen yet to man, Yabreso come, who called mining site now correct. Moto ne, I do a friend say, Abobo ya, and Maya, cause from school going, gas, a goya shower. Masa, Ubesu, now, Oka, Una Mansu area, Mikom, at my, I can't say, Santa Reading. Sauka. Overheat here. We don't sure best have your more.
Okay. Akwasi Adeodike, a businessman or sire.
What the man was in Temo.
Galamsin and there was a wako chain Munina.
But I may you.
What the waka chain?
I may, Mentam Cassia, your boss were na Asamaba. Because any decam as you, a free near my baby moon. Dear Galam said, Okana Nami Crabbe.
Yeah. See, I'm say idea that how Green Gold FM once I call a Western region where a more Samankasi area ho. Almost say
Samankasi there is
no, if I say baby Summer boy. You confuse Samankasi Summer boy. Almost say in Suetre our win districts na omoko baby illegal miners in the war, and they've instructed them to leave the area with immediate effect. We know a video be a Green Gold for Nico Chai say Tano Nimri Forest.
Is it Nippon walk
on my room now? Would you share video no forest in the middle no more real until Mushimo